Every day, we are bombarded with tens to hundreds of marketing schemes trying to allure us into purchasing new products. But do you ever wonder, how are these devious marketing schemes created? Today, we will be examining the top 5 marketing tactics based on psychology, specifically the psychological field of behavioral economics. But first, what is behavioral economics? According to Psychology Today, behavioral economics uses an understanding of human psychology to account for why people deviate from rational action when they're making decisions. Behavioral economics seeks to study questions like why people prefer to buy an expensive Ferrari over an affordable Honda, or why you prefer to buy the expensive limited edition pumpkin spice latte instead of the cheap coffee from Starbucks. Now, on to the top 5 marketing tactics based on behavioral economics. The first behavioral economics strategy we will discuss today is the social proof. In social proof systems, customers are provided with descriptive data about other people's decisions and behaviors, thus influencing customers in their own economic choices. Customers do this in order that they may gain acceptance by others. The most common example of this is online reviews. According to a recent study conducted by the review platform Podium, a staggering 88% of customers worldwide consult reviews before going to local businesses. In addition, the average customer reads 10 reviews before feeling trustworthy of a business. The second behavioral economic strategy we will discuss is social influence, also known as social modeling. In this strategy, celebrities and respected leaders positively promote certain behavior, thus influencing us commoners who look up to them to follow their actions. A recent Harvard study found that celebrity endorsement increased a business's sales by 4% compared to its competition. In addition, a study conducted by the Journal of Advertising Research showed that celebrity endorsements also increase brand awareness by up to 20%. The third behavioral economic strategy we will discuss is loss aversion. This strategy relies on the bias that customers have that it is better to avoid losses than pursue gaining things of equivalent value. For example, logically, individuals should have the same magnitude of positive or negative emotions after gaining or losing $100. However, loss aversion claims that individuals feel much more pain after losing $100 than pleasure after gaining $100. In fact, a study conducted by the University of Nottingham discovered that 88% of people have this bias. This strategy is heavily applied in marketing, especially advertising. Instead of phrasing ads around the concept of gaining more, ads are phrased around the concept of saving more and lessening losses, thus making customers believe that they are losing something if they don't purchase from a business. The fourth behavioral economic strategy we will talk about is simplification. Rather than presenting customers with a variety of options, the strategy of simplification allows for only a limited amount of information and products to be presented to customers. In a study conducted by 2 psychologists from the Universities of Columbia and Stanford, 2 groups of shoppers were presented with a choice of jams. The first group was presented with 6 choices of jams, and the second group was presented with 24 choices of jams. Shockingly, 30% of shoppers in the first group purchased a jam, compared to only 3% of shoppers in the second group purchasing a jam. The fifth and last behavioral economic strategy we will discuss today is the decoy effect. When 2 products are presented to a customer, offering a third option, known as the decoy, can make one of the other 2 products appear better. For example, imagine there are 2 coffees on the Starbucks menu, a small coffee for $3 and a large coffee for $7. Logically, people will usually buy the cheaper $3 coffee. However, if Starbucks adds a third coffee, a medium coffee for $6, which will act as a decoy, more customers will purchase the large coffee, thinking that it is the best deal. thus increasing profits for Starbucks. In fact, a study conducted by psychologists from the University of South Carolina found that some businesses saw an increased 40% more preference on their products simply by adding a decoy. And there you have it, the top 5 marketing strategies based on behavioral economics. I hope that by this point, you've realized how significant behavioral economics is. We see it nearly every day as we are exposed to a plethora of marketing. Ultimately, understanding behavioral economics can make us wiser consumers, saving us from cheap marketing tactics.